Welcome to Coweta Schools Game Day, where we spotlight the incredible student athletes and athletic programs that energize our community all year long. I'm Hap Hines, principal of the Central Educational Center. While East Coweta had the night off, we'll dive into the exciting highlights from Friday's epic Newnan vs. Northgate matchup. Stay tuned right here on Game Day. Head football coach John Small and the East Coweta Indians were off this week for their bye week, but they will be back in action this Friday for homecoming versus Perry High School. Be sure to check the highlights of the games on Game Day next week. We look forward to providing those for you. Welcome back to Coweta Schools Game Day. I'm here with head coach of the Northgate Vikings, Coach Kevin Whitley. Coach, great to have you back, my friend.
Thank you for having me. We appreciate it.
Wow, Coach. You guys, that was a complete total team win Friday night. Offense, defense, special teams. Coweta County champions. Tell us how proud you are of your team, Coach.
Yeah, we're very proud of our kids. I think they came ready to play. They were confident, and they played hard. You know, and that's one thing we try to encourage: give them to play hard, give them to play together. And, you know, we're not worried about the scoreboard at the end. That'll take care of itself. Right.
Well, Coach, we were just so impressed. I was there on the sideline, how physical you guys played. Truly, they just know how to bring it, guys. I mean, well coached. Great job.
Well, we appreciate you saying that. And like I said, we know we have a lot of room for improvement. Mm-hmm. So we watched the tape yesterday with our kids, and we'll get better. And we'll get ready for a great Banneker team. Right. You know, we've on to the next. I mean, that was a great victory for our school and our administration and players and parents. But you know, we're on to the next. So it's.
It was an amazing atmosphere, Coach, and like you said, it embodied everything you want to see. That's great about high school football.
Yeah,
packed crowd and everything.
No doubt. Anytime it's crowded at 6:30, you know it's a big deal.
Right.
You know, so when we come out for warm-ups, the crowds were ready to go, and so we just tried to stay focused and not get distracted. And you know, like I said, our kids play hard, and so we're proud of them.
Awesome, Coach. Well, so are we. So are we, Coach. You're undefeated, gaining confidence with every Friday night that comes in every game you play. And the atmosphere, like we said, at Drake Stadium was great. Let's take a look at Friday night's highlights.
Great. I think this first run is from Woody Scatini again. You know, our goal is to kind of establish him. You know, he's a sophomore. He's getting better every week, and some really explosive runs here. He's tough, he's physical, and he's a great leader. So we're excited about him. Those first three runs, you know, we're going to try to give it to him as much as we possibly can and kind of establish the run. That opens up and makes it better. I felt like our defense was very physical. You see Chase right here making a great play on the hitch bubble screen out there, which they hurt us on very early in the game. But again, we got the ball back, and we able from a quarterback, our sophomore quarterback, Ledger Clemens, to the junior receiver, Connor Chubb on the corner route. And again, the guys on defense were physical. They took it personal. We know they were a very good running team. They had very good receivers. Got a lot of respect for the offense, but again, we played well.
Right.
The quarterback came into the game and hadn't thrown interceptions, and right there, I think Kyron Williams picked it off here. We was hoping we could score a defensive touchdown there, but the guy did a great job getting them on the ground. But again, just trying to, create havoc and get that guy to get off his first read, because that's probably the best quarterback we played against.
Oh, he's amazing.
He is an unbelievable quarterback, and he's a junior, so we got to deal with him next year as well. But again, like I said, we wanted to establish the run and be physical, and I think we did that. We had a couple breakdowns in our special teams that we'll try to correct this week. But other than that, the guys played well. Here's Xavier King on the hitch, making a guy miss and getting yards after the catch, which is something we try to preach with our receivers. So again, this was the play of the game right here. It's 4th and 1 on the goal line, and we stopped them.
Huge stop.
We stopped them there. But the bigger play was we went 99 yards and able to stick a touchdown. So that was, and I think this is the play right here to really turn. That's a 14-point swing of the game. And like I said, we get the ball to Woody. We think good things will happen. And again, we're excited about him and excited about our team, and we're going to try to get better every week, and that's kind of what we're doing.
Yes.
I think we're improving every week. Our guys are kind of buying in and starting to believe. And now the key is not get big-headed. We want to remain humble. We're going to play football to the end. And like I said, we got a really good Banneker team. These receivers scared me to death. 3 and 4.
They can go.
They can go. And we just wanted to not give up any explosive plays. And we did a good job doing that. But again, we're going to give it back to 22. And, he's going to carry us. And as long as we can stay healthy and, keep improving, I think we have a great shot here down the stretch. But right now, our only focus is Banneker. We at home, we got youth night. So we're excited about to play in front of our home crowd, which we hadn't done a whole lot of this year.
Right.
And we're going to see where it goes. But again, the guys are playing hard. Here's our defensive leader, Bryson Davies, on the tackle. He's committed to Marshall. So we're excited about his future as well. And, again, the guys played hard, man. I got a lot of respect for Coach Walker. Me and him had a number of battles over the years. We're really good friends. I think he's gotten me more than I've gotten him. So it was that was a good point there. And like I said, the guys played hard, and we look forward to continuing, hopefully successfully down the road here. Great block punt here. Our key there was we wanted to run it out of safe, and we ran it out of safe, and we thought we had a chance to get it if they saw us line up in safe, and they kind of relaxed a little bit, and we were able to block a kick and scoop it up and score. So that was a big turning point in the game as well. But again, man, we preach and run defense, and all I can say, I'm proud of our defensive line and our linebackers. Made it really hard for them to run the ball. And here's Bryson Davies in on the get pick. Yeah. I thought we did a really good job. That was fourth down too. I thought we did a really good job in the red zone defense. They were down there a number of times. We were able to stop a play. And so again, another big play on defense. Calls fumble. Bryson Davies scoop and score, and that kind of sealed the win. And
so Marshall's getting a winner right there.
Marshall's getting the winner, no doubt about it. And so we're excited. You can see his dad losing his mind down in the back of the end zone.
Proud father.
Proud father, no doubt. And again, Kyron Williams had the game of his life, 2 interceptions, pass breakup. And like I said, I'm excited for them and excited for our school and the direction we're headed. So we're just going to keep getting better. And like I said, the biggest deal for us is not start, as Coach Saban said, believe the rat poison.
Don't read the rat poison, right?
Don't eat it. And as you can continue success, it gets more and more of it.
Right.
So people start telling you how good you are, and we just look at the film. We know we got a lot of areas to improve, and that's what we're going to do.
Well, like I said, Coach, I know you've got their heads on straight.
Trying. It's a daily deal.
But it is a young team, and they played such a complete game, very disciplined football. I know you're proud. How'd this play out on your big play Viking board?
Yeah, I think for us this week, it was a matter of just playing physical. But on the board, I think our offensive player of the week was Willis Catini. He had 190-some yards rushing on 27 carries. Our defensive player of the game was Bryson Davies. He had led us in tackles 4 straight weeks, had an interception, had a fumble recovery for a touchdown. And then our special teams player of the week was Keaton Stegall, who blocked the punt that allowed us to score a touchdown. So like I said, it was complete team effort. I thought our coaches did well. I thought our preparation was well. And, like I said, we just got to remember how we got here. Working hard, believing in each other, and doing the things that we can control, which is practice hard, watching film, taking notes, and just trusting each other. So that's what we're going to continue to do.
Absolutely. Well, don't let me feed the rat poison too much here, Coach. But it was just y'all play with so much poise, never flinched. Are those the intangibles you constantly instill in your guys daily? It sure seems that way.
Yeah, I think when you got a young team, you can't let the outside noise get you. And I thought they handled the crowd really well.
For a young group,
it was a big-time atmosphere. That was my first time playing in their stadium, so it was really a big-time atmosphere. I thought both fans really showed up and supported their teams. A lot of county staff and administrators and things on hand. So our guys really handled the atmosphere and played well, which you have to do because it was a playoff atmosphere.
Absolutely. And so, Newnan's going to be extremely well coached.
No doubt. No doubt. Got a lot of respect for him. And like I said, our kids handle it well. I think it'll help us moving forward as it hopefully it gets bigger and bigger games.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, I know you take them one game at a time, so I won't get into state rankings and all that because I know, like I said, I know you're taking it just like that, keeping them level-headed and all that. You get to play. You get a home game this week at home against Banneker to avoid a trap game. Tell us about the Trojans from Banneker.
Yeah, it was a battle last year with them. They got a new coach, Coach Battle, that comes from Dutchtown. So they're going to be extremely well coached. They're going to be very athletic. And for us, again, it's probably following pretty much the same game plan. Don't give up explosive plays. Let's dominate up front and just play good defense. And I think offensively, again, we're going to try to establish the run. I think, but our receiving core is getting more confidence as each week goes by, and so we want to be a more balanced team. And I think the better we can throw the ball, the more it opens up running lanes for our running backs.
Absolutely.
And so that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to be balanced on offense. We got to clean up our special teams, particularly our kickoff team, and just keep getting better. But Balance is going to be ready to play.
Awesome.
We're fortunate to get one last year on them, so there'll be a little revenge factor there. New coach that beat us last year as well, so we got plenty of motivation to play our best game. And then again, like I said, it's youth night, so hopefully
that'll be fun for the kids.
Yeah, hopefully have a great turnout with the kids, and be the best version of ourselves on Friday.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, we're super proud of you. Our county's fortunate to have your leadership. Great job that you're doing, and best of luck against Banneker Trojans. We'll be pulling for you. Thank you so much for the job that you do.
Man, thank you for having us. We
Thank
appreciate
you, Coach.
it.
Congratulations again. And with that, we'll be back more with Cowee to Schools Game Day in just a few moments. Welcome back to Cowee to Schools Game Day. I'm with my great friend, head coach of the Newnan Cougars, Coach Chip Walker. Coach, always great to have you back, my friend.
I appreciate it.
Awesome. Coach, I know it wasn't the result you wanted, but a great atmosphere again Friday night at Drake Stadium, and I think it was obvious that was a clash between two very talented teams, two great head coaches. They'll be making a statement in the region and beyond when it's all said and done, Coach.
Yeah, obviously it wasn't the performance that we wanted, and we didn't feel like we played as good as we could and did a lot of things as good as we could have. But you got to give Coach Whitley and those guys a lot of credit. They came in and played really good and did some really good things. And so, it's not the way we wanted the region to start, but the great thing about it is we still got a bunch of games in front of us, and we can go make some noise in the region. If we do the things that we have to do to take care of us, and that's kind of going to be the focus of what we need to do.
Absolutely, Coach. Like you said, that you were right. Northgate was most impressive. You guys keep fighting, and just like you said, the old saying goes, a lot of football left to be played, my friend.
There is no doubt. There's no doubt about that.
Awesome. When the Drake is packed, it is a beautiful place to play. And Friday night exemplified, everything that is great about football in Coweta County. And I totally expect Newnan to respond, rebound, and I know you'll be leading the way. Let's take a look at the highlights from Friday night, my friend.
Sounds good. Here we are early on. Throw a little bubble out there to Jalen Britt. John Matthews out there blocking.
Yeah.
First drive, we take the ball and go right down the field, and Cam Davis sticks one in from about one, and here we are 4.5 minutes in, and we've done some really good things.
And he was a great running back.
He is, and we started off the first drive, and do some really good things. Here's the first play of the second drive, and to me, this is kind of a turning point in the game a little bit. Is we had a chance to take that second drive down and put it in, and we kind of bogged down.
I thought he was in, yeah.
Yeah, we come back on the next drive. They're up, and Jalen Britt makes a great effort to get in to tie it up before halftime. Obviously, these highlights are skipping through it a little bit, but what a throw by Britt and Brody. We had gotten kind of down at that point in time. The second half, our defense really came out and played good. We did not give up any points on defense in the second half. We just gave up a special teams and a defensive touchdown by Northgate. And those were the things. Brody's going to throw this right here to John for a touchdown to get us back within 7. And we're still in the thing. We need a defensive stop, and those defensive guys again in the second half played really good. Probably really played good for most of the game, except for the one drive right before halftime.
I know they had a huge stop, and it's keeping, like you said, everything in play and all that.
A huge stop right before halftime, and then the drive that they had that kind of made it a instead of it being us up 21-14 or even tied or us up 17-14 or whatever, it ended up being them up 21-14 at halftime. Changed some momentum right in the last couple minutes, and that was kind of a turning point in the game. We felt like at that point we're in an uphill battle the whole time, but you got to give those guys some credit for what they did, and we'll move on and get better and look at the things that we did that we didn't do good, and we'll be better next week.
There's no doubt about it, Coach. And Coach, you know, no two ways about it. You've got a young team that is fighting hard and having a great season up to this point. You know, how did it all play out on your big Cougar playboard?
Well, the player of the game was defensive lineman Ashton Lawless. Felt like he really played hard the whole night. Played with a purpose and really did a really good job offensively. Jalen Britt, I think he ended up with like 16 catches on the night, and you know, had the one touchdown where it was just a big effort by him. And then on defense, Romel Willis, another defensive lineman, had a big night as well. So those were kind of our players of the week.
Awesome, awesome. Well, you got the Morrow Mustangs. You're back home again at the Drake. You got the Morrow Mustangs coming into town. Tell us about the upcoming opponent.
Well, it's homecoming, so that's always, you know, how much fun that is around Newnan. So maybe it'll
very special.
It'll take our mind off what, you know, last Friday night a little bit and get things back headed in the right direction. Homecoming versus Morrow's second region opponent. You know, they're on a little bit of a losing streak right now. We got to go out, and our focus yesterday at meetings and today at practice is going to be taking care of our business, making sure that we're going to be better than what we were last Friday night, and then getting things headed to the you know, the next several weeks when you got some big games in front of you. So that's going to be kind of our focus. Our guys will rebound. I'm positive of that. You know, they have been faced with adversity since January and put through the test, and we will rebound and be fine. We just got to go take care of our business in every situation we can from here on out.
But you pretty much answered the question, Coach, because I was going to say, what was kind of the message that you send to your team? Coach, you've always rebounded very well. I mean, if there's one thing about a Chip Walker team, they are always going to grab their shield and sword, get up, keep fighting, stay focused, and so much football, like as we said and alluded to, left to be played.
Well, you know, we tell our guys all the time, football's like life. Everything's not going to go exactly the way you want it to go your entire life, and last Friday night didn't go the way we wanted. What are we going to do? Well, in life, you want to go and fight and do the right things. That's what we're going to do as a football team. And our guys, I know their character. I know their heart. And so I know we're going to show up and battle. And I'll be proud next Friday night, standing on sidelines of Drake Stadium watching them do it.
We're certainly proud that you are the guy on the sidelines heading that team. And Coach, like you said, you're a proven winner, state champion. We're fortunate to have you at the controls of Newnan football. Any final words for Newnan Cougar Nation? We
look forward to homecoming week and another packed stadium.
Time.
Yeah, another packed stadium at Drake Stadium. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to it.
Awesome, Coach. Well, Coach, thank you so much for being here on the show. We'll be back with more from Coweta Schools Game Day in just a few moments. That will do it for this week on Game Day. Thanks to all our head coaches, and best of luck to all our Coweta teams this Friday. This program is brought to you by the video and audio team members here at CC through our school system CCSTV YouTube channel. Make sure to go, like, and subscribe. See you next time.